Uh, What's good, Joe? Had a system error at work, so I'm here. I'm home. Now, I know I had a few people that have been interested in learning how to trade, you know. So before I get started, this is not financial advice. I'm just going to go by what I see, just reading the chart. Now, anybody that knows me, they know my favorite stock to trade is Tesla. Tesla will have you pulling your hair out, so to speak. So it's a very, very big dopamine hit with the highs and the lows and whatnot. But I don't know, I just love it. So here we got Tesla on the 5 minute. It's been selling off all day. Um, I did have a play earlier on Tesla, even though it was declining. I don't remember exactly when I had bought into the trade, but I was on a 15-minute chart and I caught the bounce on this candle right here. So between 10 and 10:15. Now, I wanted I wanted more profit on that trade, but I didn't get it. I still made about 38%, which is not bad at all. But yeah, this I know chart look kind of messy, or to anybody that doesn't know what's going on. My indicators I use are the MACD right here towards the middle. I use RSI, which is down here in the purple box on the bottom. And then up where the candles are, we have EMAs and SMAs, exponential moving averages, simple moving averages. I got the 8, the 48, the 13. Those are exponential moving averages. Then I got the 100 and 200 as the simple moving averages. So that's all these colors. And then I also have VWAP, which is these thin lines here, purple, burgundy, and purple. And then this little purple shaded area. It's going to look different on mobile, but the VWAP that you would see if you would add it to your phone would be the middle line, which is that burgundy one. Okay, we got some people in the house. What up, Tina? Chip, what's good, bro? Salute to you. But yeah, this day is pretty bad. It is what it is. I just want to stress to everybody that you should not be using money that you can't afford to lose. And once you make a decision, you have to be able to stand on it. It is what it is. You're either right or you're wrong. I can't tell you how many times I've made the wrong call, I lost out, or then there's been times I've taken profit, I've sold out of my plays, and then it just keep running. You have to be okay either way. And that takes strong decision making skills. So let's go back on a 5 minute. Yeah, this is just terrible right now. It's all good though. Thank y'all for joining. Um, then again, today is Friday. A lot of option contracts are ending today. So just by the market being choppy like it is, that's going to kill the value of those contracts. Anybody that's been watching my video series, that's what's known as theta decay. Um, One thing too, I forgot to add, if you watch the VIX is the volatility index. Now we got a whole gap right here. So as the volatility goes up, those stock prices are gonna go down. Now VIX is entering the gap that it created. When was this? From yesterday. So if that keeps moving up, the market is gonna just keep on tanking. Volatility goes up, stock prices go down. Just something to remember. Yep, my point exactly. And this be really funny because so many people asking me questions, and I know it's kind of short notice, but now's the time. Anybody have a question? Y'all can ask it. If not, we just gonna sit here and watch some stocks. Yolanda's in the building. Thank you for joining. Um, I guess we could talk more about these indicators. Yeah, I've covered these on my videos, but on a MACD, this orange one, that's like the average. That's more of a smoother type of line. The blue one, I call that the trigger. So I hope I could say that. So I want the blue line to go ahead and cross back upwards. Same thing on the RSI. The red one is the flat line. The green one, I want it to cross the red. Those are two confluences which will help indicate that the price is going to, shoot back up. I mean, go back up. Lord, I gotta watch these words. This is crazy. But it's not looking too good. And that's on the 5-minute. So on the 15-minute, this red line is the 200 simple moving average. The 200 is kind of like a major type of support/resistance line. Now, anytime the stock price goes near it, you want to see it, have a clean break. It's going to break and then it's going to retest. So in this case, it broke through to the downside, then it retested, and now it's dropping. So we had that confluence along with all of these red candles, along with the MACD pointing down, along with the RSI pointing down. Yeah, so my bad. And that's along with the VIX going up, along with the MACD crossing up on the VIX, the RSI crossing up on the VIX. Yeah. It is what it is. I don't know what I'm looking at. Yeah, I figured it, Yolanda. It's all good. I mean, if you got any questions, just type them in. I got you. So the screen that I got up that says the VIX, that's basically just a measure of the volatility in the stock market. So what I was saying is that as this VIX, the price is going up on the VIX, the stock prices are going down in the market. That's pretty much it. So let's look at the SPY. SPY, the Standard and Poor yield, the 500 top companies in America. Yeah, that's kind of range bound trading. Another index is QQQ. Same thing. Now the indexes and ETFs are, because they're a basket of stocks, they're gonna not move as violently as individual stocks. So QQQ is actually up on the day, but it's up 1%. Then you can't see that on the tab. It's up 1% on the day, but now if I pull up Tesla's down 2.8% on the day. And Tesla's actually a part of the QQQ, which is the tech stocks. What's up, Melinda? Thank you for joining. I'm just here trying to, I don't know, walk people through some of my thought processes while I watch the charts. Not doing a whole lot. So now on the 15-minute, we got that RSI. It's looking like it's trying to cross up, which is a good sign. We got the MACD. The solid red candles are like bad drops. The pinkish looking candles are, they're still selling volume, but it's not as violent. So, that should start to show the RSI the MACD crossing back up. We got a nice green candle going there. Go back and check the VIX. See, the VIX is dropping once more. Now, I hope you guys can see this. Now, the way a lot of traders do it, this is what you would call an engulfing candle. So that's a very steep drop. That the current candle, the highs and the lows are outside of the candle before it. So that's pretty good. The VIX, the green candle is now light green on the MACD. The RSI is pointing back down. So a lot of times we just have to play the waiting game. Blah, blah, blah. My bad, y'all. Okay, we got the green. Get up there. So that green candle crossed the red one, the green line on the RSI. Let's see if that If that holds, still got a whole uphill battle if you was to be in Tesla calls, because it still has to get above. This is the 100 moving average. This is the 200 moving average. You got the outside band of the VWAP, the 8 moving average, exponential, 13 exponential moving average, the 48. So I apologize for keep going back and forth, but it only let me pull one screen up, so one screen at a time. So I gotta use the same screen. Let me find out this froze. Definitely didn't want Tesla, but okay, thank you. Yep. So the VIX is below all of those moving averages now. I love to see it. Let's look at the indexes. SPY is sorry, y'all. I know y'all can't see all the way back. Oh, SPY looking like it's trying to make new all-time highs. Okay. QQQ is at all-time highs too. What do I mean by that? You see, these are all the candles from previous. I didn't pick that. I said one day. Don't worry about it. You want to be raggedy. Y'all see that? So this is today's candle on the daily chart. There's nothing. So the previous all-time high was on this candle, 613.18. Then it sold off. It came back up a little bit. Yesterday it ended at 611.37, and then it gapped up. So it gapped up past the previous high. So now what we call this is price discovery. You have no indicators that could really guide you on where the price is going to stop. It could just keep on running about its merry way. Nobody knows. So what I tend to do is 613.18. Close enough. So what I do, I'll set my chart up. This way I know where the previous all-time high was. And then I'll take and I'll make some sort of a box. This way I know where the gap is at. So the gaps to the upside, they like more than 95% of the time they get filled. The gaps to the downside, not so much. But it's just It's just for my own recollection. Which chart are you using? I don't like Weeble. That's Lisa J. This is TradingView. When if I'm trading on my phone, yeah, I use the Weeble because it makes more sense being on a mobile phone. But thank you for joining, Lisa. Analyze the evil elevated mindset coming soon. Well, thank you, Bambi. Yeah, I had to think about that. It's not even Thursday, Bambi. That's wild. But what is the fix looking like? Nope, we don't want the daily. I know you lying, Vix. I don't know. It's my Friday. Which I need to quit smoking so much. I'll be right back, y'all. My bad. That Thursday comment still got me laughing. Well, shout out to whoever gave me that like on Facebook. I appreciate it. Oh, okay. $6.18.28, $6.18.26. We at 6.18 now. Trying to decide if I should hop into a call on QQQ. Nah. Tesla, I'm gonna need you to get out this range. Go on, put me out my misery. Let's make that box gray. It's just gonna annihilate the value of the contracts. And then usually once about 330 hits, you know, once you got a 0 day and everybody that's using Robinhood, they're gonna sell you out. Tesla usually tends to run at between 330 and about 340. You're gonna get a nice little pop. Scalp same day. Yeah, that's my trading style. I like to scalp. And I was actually up and I wanted more. So I'm getting smoked right now. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm getting smoked bad. So so Lisa, I saw the bounce on this candle. So it was, what, 439. Then I saw it came down and tested 439 again. So once I saw that this candle had some power to it, I hopped into a call of a 442.5 call. And it started moving. And then I took a screenshot and I'm like, okay, I want some more money. And I was up 38%. And then it just it is what it is. So with that being said, take profits. Look at this penny VPH. All right, I got you. I'm gonna look that up right now. Ooh, that play is getting smoked. Oh, damn. I'm about to add that to my watch list. It's up 17% on the day. That's not bad. It's at 66 cents. The high was 9.25. Oh, okay, bet. Elevator Lisa and Dan, you guys should all collaborate on a live. That would be very educational. Yeah, Tiff. Only thing is that I gotta work during the day. trying to get it to where I don't have to, but yeah, I would love to. Let's see what the VIX is looking like. That can't be it. Oh, it's trying to bounce. Okay. You want to learn more about trading and investing? Up 3%. Nice swing. Okay, bet. So Melinda, I see what you're saying. Like, I'm mad. Let me give Melinda and Tiff, I'm gonna give y'all a ranch, whatever y'all want to call it. Y'all connect with Lisa J. Um, I could have sworn everybody had a wrench though. Like that's wild. I dabble, but I don't know what I'm doing. I can just throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. I mean that's what you do at first, but you know you gotta manage your risks. I did get lucky a few times. Yeah. GameStop. What she said, GameStop and AMC made me a few coins. I flipped those into Tesla shares. Okay. So at least you did have a game plan. So that was good. Melinda, I don't know why I can't find you to give you a wrench. Because I spelled your name wrong. All right, y'all. So both of y'all got you and Tiff got a wrench now. So see that? All the community, see, I'll prioritize your questions. Let me know if you have any. There y'all go. Boom. Love to see it. Mm. That's wild because Tesla is the only stock that I got on my watch list that's dropping. But it did. Uh see what Apple is doing. Hmm. Apple is up pretty high. Um the Russell is range trading. That ain't doing nothing. Um, is that because of the new device? No, it shouldn't be. Um, it's still linked to my whole YouTube studio and everything. Uh, yeah, Melinda, I was spelling your name wrong. I figured it out. Hey, homies here so I could get rich. We just watching some stock charts. We're not doing much. Don't sleep on Amazon. Amazon. Yeah, Amazon is up 1.6% on the day. What we looking like on the daily chart? All right, y'all. So on the daily chart, we can start a trend line. Um, eh, so what I'm looking for is just some way that I could connect with the chart candles. Tend to hit on each other at the same sort of resistance point, so to speak. That might not be the correct terminology, but whatever. That's not really gonna work. Be nice if I could see a double bottom. So yep, double bottom. So I haven't gotten into actual chart patterns and things like that. But where's my brush? If you see something like here, and then something like here, no, that's ugly. Let's try it again. You ever hear somebody talk about a double bottom? That would be the epitome of it. That would be a support line or support zone where you get two bounces off of it. It kind of forms like a W pattern. So you was up here, it came down here, it went down, bounced up. I'm not going to adjust the chart. It went up, came back down, and now you're on the move back up. So this is what you would call a double bottom. Now, is it a perfect double bottom? No. Will it suffice? Yeah. So let's see kind of where these. Now this gap down was ridiculous from here. This was at the low of that day was 231.40. Then it opened up at 220. Like that's major. But that was over the weekend gap. But yeah, this would be a double bottom. It kind of looks like a W. So now, where would you try to expect that this would go? Lord, I ain't used these. I ain't used none of these in a while. We would kind of target where, at least where this first, where these first candles were before it dropped. So it'd be somewhere, not up there, somewhere down there. So you had 224, let's say 235. But you would probably have to buy elite, something that isn't so close in expiration date. Rumble is a low cost share if people are looking from a low cost investment. Okay. Really new at this. Where should I start? Rumble will eventually make a few dollars. All right. Tiff, thank you. I'll add this to my notebook. And anybody that's watching, nobody's giving financial advice. An entrepreneurial diary. Thank you for joining. The growth has been very, very steady. What do you mean it opened up? That means the stock market opens at 9:30 p.m. on business days. So when I said the market opened up, that's when that daily candle starts. And you have the closing of one day and then the opening the next day, or the next business day, I should say, because you do have the weekends to account for. Need to look into Amazon for real, for real. Matter of fact, since we on YouTube, oh, Google is running. Okay. Not so much, but okay. The red and the green. Okay. So I think you're actually talking about the candles. So this is Google chart. Now a green candle, um, it's basically where the stock price move. Well, the stock price is above what it opened at. Um, it ain't gonna let me leave on that. So on, let me get a candle we could all see. On this second candle from the brown shaded box, if you look up towards the top of the screen, you got a O, H, L, C. So you got the opening price, the highest price, the lowest price, and the closing price. So the opening price was 258 and the closing price is 259.97 on a 15-minute chart. So that was over the course of 15 minutes. So that's going to give you a green candle. Now, if you have a red candle, if you see this third red candle, it's the same thing, but just opposite. So the red candle mean the stock price went down. You got the same information, but the opening price was 260. The closing 260.17. The closing price was 259.46. So that's gonna give you a red candle. Just let me know if that makes sense, Trish. Yeah, just for anybody that really hasn't looked at a chart or anything, like you can make anything on the chart whatever color you want. You could put the chart on dark mode. You could change the color of your lines. You know, so my chart, it might not make sense to you, but if you have your chart and you set it up, you're gonna set it up to what makes sense for you. But yeah. So it's going on 130. Um, I'm not even sure how many people really gonna watch this, but is it typical to follow trends to invest or invest what you think may increase? Um, I think you probably invest in, quality companies, um, especially things that you know will have the greatest chance of appreciating over time. Now, me, when I invest, if I'm about to do an investment challenge or something like that, yeah, I'm gonna see which sectors of the market had a pullback, and then I'm gonna invest like that. But I'm more of a short term type of person. But I think Lisa would be better fitted to answer that question for you. Lisa, if you don't mind. Homebody Trish said, is it typical to follow trends to invest, or do you invest what you think may increase? You was wondering how it works as far as day trading. So with day trading, I mean, like day trading, I don't even have to wait for a stock to go up to be able to make money. Now, my bad, I got the wrong chart pulled up. But like you see how Tesla stock price has been a lot of red candles today, so the price been going down. It went from 451.70, the top of this red candle here. Now it's down at 435.26. I could have made money if I jumped into a put. So day trading, the stock price doesn't have to go up for you to make money. But then again, day trading is more risky. Everybody doesn't have the same risk tolerance. And plus this will give people anxiety, if they don't have it already. This is very good for that. But yeah. What you said, Trish? How would you make money if it's decreasing? So Trish, they got there's something called the options chain. Now, if I was to buy a put, you got calls and you got puts. Calls meaning you expecting the stock price to go up. Puts meaning you're expecting the stock price to go down. Now, if you buy a put, you're betting that the price is gonna go down. So as the price goes down, the amount of money, the value of your put goes up. Now, those are sold in contracts. So you have a call contract, a put contract. The contract is control of 100 shares of whatever stock you were to play, and for a fraction of the price. So now, Tesla price is 434. let's say 435 right now. Now, if I had 100 shares of Tesla, I would need about $40,000 to have 100 shares of Tesla. Now I pulled up the options chain. Now, if I was to, um, I don't know, let's say I bought a put, right? I could get it for something that's going to have a good potential to make money. I could get that for about $130 right now, but it's going to expire by the end of the day. That's a 0 day. Let's say I bought a one for the 31st. I would have to get one a little bit out the money, but $60, 70, $80, depending on what I want to risk. All the way up to that same right out the money put, $1,100. And that still beats 40,000. What you say? Would you take it out and put it into another stock that is increasing? Um, yeah, but I'm not really much of an investor. I know I need to do better. I really do. Or like I would play the puts, and then once I feel like whatever stock I play the put on, once I feel like that has reached its bottom, I'm gonna jump into them calls and I'm gonna ride that wave right back up on the rocket shit. I prefer doing calls, but have to trade with what the market is giving you. Yeah, I want to keep a tight stop loss. Yep, it's difficult to follow. I'm gonna keep listening and see what I could pick up on. So so Trish, that's cool. If I did start, I started a little segment on the stocks and things like that for beginners. Um, yeah, I probably didn't do too good of a job on it, but yeah, investing is for everyone. Trading takes skill. You ain't never lied, Lisa. Oh, we take skill, charting, nerves of steel. Yeah, it's not for the faint of hearted. It's really not. And for everybody that invests, you do know you can do options without this much risk. You can, if you have 100 shares of a stock, you could sell calls, which is called a covered call. You could put your 100 shares up for collateral, but if you sell calls, you are expecting the market to go down. So if you sell a call and the market goes down, you make money. But yeah, it's a lot to learn. Hold on, yeah. Matter of fact, hold on, yeah. My fault. So I'm gonna cover up this guy's name, but I do have a book here. I'll send it to anybody that wants it. It's the book I start right when I started getting into options. I'll ship it to you. My only caveat is that once you're finished with it, you have to pass the blessing along. What's up, Lashana? How you doing? Thank you for joining. Leaps give you time. Yeah, leaps cost money though. Sheesh. Like it would be great to be able to just buy leaps and what they say leaps and chill. I'll get there one day. Yeah, Trish, just trying to help the next person out. We got Richard in the building. What's up, Richard? Uh, I guess I'll do a supply and demand zone while we at it. No, that's only two. That ain't it. Damn it. Mm, mm. So what I'm looking for right now was I fucked it up. I'm looking for either a green or red candle followed by three of the opposite color. So this was from Wednesday, and I had a red candle here. Move, damn it! And then it was followed by a few green candles. So mm, knowing Tesla is going to pull all the way back to 432. Working but listening. Okay. What are leaps and how much are they? Leaps are if you buy the options contract, but you buy it for like at least I think technically a year out, but some people consider like 3 months to 6 months, anywhere like that. They'll consider that a leap. But so with the leap, basically, as long as the stock is going in your direction, you won't lose too much money due to theta decay. Theta is time decay. So every day that you hold the same contract, it loses value. Now, the longer time that you have until that option expires, like AKA if you have a year leap, it'll lose pennies in theta decay, a day. So it's a lot safer of a bet. But if the stock price does move, you're not gonna get those, those microwave returns. It's not gonna shoot up 1,000% in a day, if that makes sense. So it's a safer bet, less risk, less reward type of a deal. Let's see what the good old VIX is doing. And the VIX is dropping. This is wild. Okay, VIX is dropping. What's the SPY looking like? Range trading, QQQ. Oh, QQQ want to break out. 618.28, 618.26, 618.18, 618.18. Okay. Let's make that line. Let's make that line yellow. Okay, QQQ, I see you. Definitely never said that. Come on, Tesla. I need a violent move. What is it, 143? I thought we would have got some more movement, at least from the European market close, but so be it. Sounds like I need leaps. Yeah, Trish. Leaps are expensive though, but you know, if you don't have the nerve for it, that's gonna be your safest bet outside of actually selling calls and stuff like that. Sounds like you're a preferred buyer. Not I. I just prefer the money. I'm a seller. Yeah, I feel you. I was trying to explain all that to homebody Trish. Kind of microwave those results. And preferably get to keep your 100 shares of whatever stock it is. See what this racket is going on in my yard. It's challenging for many to wrap their heads around selling. Yeah. Same thing, Richard, as far as even with people wrapping their heads around making money, with a put, while the stock going down. How you make money and the stock price is going down? There's ways. The risk is hard for people to get around embracing. Yeah, yeah. So, you know, I've seen people actually, dump a shitload of cash, into buying shares of a stock and then selling that share or them shares the same day. Like, I don't know. Can't be me, but I've seen people do that. So what I saw on my never mind. I was just tripping because my Weeble was it was acting slow. I opened up the Tesla chart on Weeble and it was showing that it was at the 200, which is this pink line. I'm like, wait, what? No, but it's okay. Well, there we go, Tesla. Bring your raggedy ass. Let's do them violent moves, baby. There you go. Let's go. Higher day, baby. Let's go. Short selling alone can cause confusion. Yep. Are you gonna buy an at the money call on Tesla? Nah. I'm down about 90% on my play that I'm in. It is what it is. So now, as y'all might see, like all of these moving averages and things like that, they're gonna be different on different time frames. So we were just on the 5 minute, and it had broken through a couple of these colors, but on the 15, it stopped on at the 8 EMA. Let's go back to the 5 minute. You see the pink line is down here. So always just keep that in mind. if you see the stock price is moving and then it just stops somewhere, 9 times out of 10 on a different time frame, it's going to be at a moving average. So let's check the fix. This is still baffling to me. Oh, stop. 135. Why did that stop? This is so weird. This shit ain't gonna do nothing. It is what it is. What's QQQ looking like? So on the QQQ, you had a break at an all-time high. It went up to 618.42, and the high is at 618.26. So that might have been a false breakout. You got to watch for that. A lot of times, people will jump the gun, and as soon as it breaks that high, they're gonna jump into a call play. Then they're gonna rug pull you. They're gonna bring that price right back down. Shit, matter of fact, I think I got another $20. That's a hell of an average down. Um, what chart did you put it on to follow price movement? Um, so with that, it's called the VIX. It's the volatility index. So basically, with the VIX, when the VIX price goes up, that means there's more volatility in the market, which is gonna signal that the stock prices should be falling. 9 times out of 10. I can't say for guaranteed, but yeah, that was the VIX. I'll pull it back up for you. So we're gonna do a fake trend line. But as you can see, Everything's mostly in the downward motion. So we're not gonna count Tesla because let's do SPY. So SPY, as you can see, for the most part, we've been in the upward motion. So that's kind of how you would use the VIX if you were to try to get the best idea of the trend that the market is trending in. I've been slacking. I have 33 open trades on. Sheesh. How do you prevent what from happening, Trish? You said it could look like it's one price and then it'll go down. That's a put. So the way you think about it, with your phone, you call up somebody and you put down the phone. I don't know. I learned that from Keenan Grace. I thought it was kind of clever. In the background listening. All right, Melinda, thank you. So call, you betting it's going up, or put, you bet it's going down. It's 2 o'clock. Uh, 433.70, 433.62. Also, for those that don't know, you can actually trade options on the VIX. Um, it's going to be kind of confusing though, because the VIX is going to be the opposite of the stock price. So like if you see the stocks going up and you wanted to trade the VIX, you would want to get puts, even though the stocks are running, you would want to get puts on the VIX because while the stocks are going up, the VIX is going down. I really don't be trying to confuse everybody, but where's Lisa? I hope I left a great impression. Let me move this. This is not any type of a line to pay attention to. I was just making a point with that one, just in case anybody was wondering. Oh no, I did almost forget. If you if you buy an options contract, if it's about less than $10, it's pretty much trash. Like it's gonna be hard to make some money off of that. Just an FYI, unless you bought it way out the money and you got a lot of time on it. But yeah, it's gonna be rough. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Hey Richard, there she is. Hey, Richard, crazy. Oh man, that's funny. So I did show everybody Amazon. Let's see how Amazon is doing. Not that one. I showed the double bottom on the daily. So Actually not doing bad. So from the low of the day to where we are right now, $2.88 or 1.3%. That's pretty freaking good. Could have made it some good little change off of that one. So right now the market's probably just going to chop around, till about 3 o'clock. That's when they call it power hour. Maybe 2:30 if we're lucky. I don't think I checked out Microsoft today. Let's check that on the hourly. What's MACD looking like? About 25.05, about 25.01. Okay, so let us see if it'll break pre-market highs. 25. So you put it right in the middle. Close enough. I'm driving. Can you check to see what CMG has earnings? I have 40 contracts on it, and I want to see when I need to close. I got you right now. Uh, 25th. True earnings is coming up. Gonna be on the 25th, Tuesday. I kind of see a bull flag forming, but nah, it's about to break through the bottom of that. Oh, it's Wednesday the 29th. Okay. Thank you, Lisa. Wednesday the 29th, Richard. See what Meta been doing today. It's not looking bad. Might close Monday. All right, Richard, you in some leaps or you know you just playing earnings? I mean, you know how that could go. Man, it would be so nice if I could just share my home screen. This way I ain't gotta keep going back and forth. I could just have my multiple tabs open. But I guess beggars can't be choosy, huh? Debating whether to wait for volatility crash or not. I saw when the IVR was lower than it is now. I don't know if forward guidance would be a problem due to tariffs. Anybody that's watching IVR is implied volatility ratio. I sold a vertical put spread on it. Okay, I got you. So, um, yeah, that's gonna be a tough one. I apologize, y'all. Bought the 30 put, sold the 35 put. Okay, I got you. So the only thing about TradingView, you got like 1,000 different choices to look for. Oh man. Broken wing iron condor that I sold to open for some money. Okay, nice. Love to see it. If I'm hungry, I'll be back. Gotta go. Sorry, I didn't troll. I usually keep it serious when it comes to money. Yeah, yeah, I don't blame you. So, what I'm confused about right now is the fact that the VIX is it's not dropping bad, but it's kind of staying steady. You know, indicators are curling down. Uh, Good old Tesla still dropping. Mm. Like this is pretty wild to me. But it's all good. I'm out. Yeah, have a good afternoon. All right, Melinda, thank you for stopping through. You have a great night. I mean, a great day. Excuse me. I'll catch you later on. Um, what were we looking at? We were looking at QQQ. Nah, that ain't it. There we go. So, yep, that was a fake out when it hit that all time high, which makes sense. Whenever you get to that point, remember you want to see a break, and then you want to see it retest. Now the retest, it might touch the line, it might not, but if you see those two things, remember it could always just go ahead and fall out the sky. But we don't want that. You just got to be careful if you do see that. You want to see it break, retest, and then you want to see it go ahead and off to the races. And then that's when you in business. Why somebody in the hood? You can't draw. I know I can't draw. I'm not an artist. Thank you. But yeah, this was a textbook fake out. Let's see what the SPY looking like. My bad. I keep forgetting. I gotta use this one tab. So the SPY. No. We ain't want to draw nothing on my. Where my circle at? That's why I forgot all of these. All these different things. That's not gonna work. I don't like that. But Spy still range trading. So all these contracts gonna be kaput. What else we looked at? Apple. So Apple is looking good for a breakout. Remember, it's not financial advice. Where would my target be? Yeah. You know what? Kind of think about it. On these on the 15-minute chart, everything is curling downwards. Nope. I wouldn't touch it. Wait for a pullback. You know, that's going to probably take us to the end of the day, probably into next week. Look at Microsoft. Oh, Microsoft. So you had a fake out that first time on Microsoft. And then the second time, 525.01. 525.01 was right here. This red candle. And then the high of the day was 525.05. Which we did get past on this candle. This was 525.10, but okay. So let's see if it's gonna play games or if it's really gonna run. If it does, the first target I would be looking for it to break is the high of yesterday's candle. Well, not yesterday, Wednesday's candle, which is 525.23. They always say, when in doubt, look out. You know, so we're not gonna just focus on today with the chart, especially if you don't know what's going on. You know, just scroll back a little bit, or you could change the time frame. So now, you know, that'll give you some more data to look at. Yeah. Got slow in here. Plus, I'm coming up on the 2-hour mark. Yeah, YouTube don't be liking to share these third-party streamings. So, thank you everybody for stopping through. I'm gonna wrap this up here. Everybody, take care. I'll catch y'all later on tonight.